All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh by Shem Shai. And I just want to land back on the lesson done by the elder brother Natazawam out of Atlanta. And the video was going into balance, between selfishness, and selflessness. All right. And ultimately, as he was going through the video, he was using the word self self preservation, okay, instead of selfishness. All right, because ultimately, in this truth, one of the things that we're going to constantly have to make adjustments and fine tune, is balance. Because our situation change, our circumstances change, we change, jobs change, families change, different things change, and within that, we got to constantly, fine tune or make, adjustments, accordingly, and we do it based off balance. What's the best balance for us to operate is our optimal self. Now, I want to get a couple of definitions, before we get into the lesson. All right, now that word optimal, which is O-P-T-I-M-A-L, all right, optimal is best or most favorite, optimal, best or most favorable. So when we operate as our optimal self, we're the best version of ourselves, all right, and that's the person that everyone favors, that best version of ourselves, all right. So we can't neglect, pouring into ourselves as we, tend to all our other obligations. We can't, neglect one of the main obligations is pouring into ourselves, to be the optimal person, all right, that we need to be for everyone else, man. Okay? Because let's get this word fine tune. All right, I used to have this older Jake I used to work on houses with, and he used to be one of his favorite sayings, when we get done close to the end. He said, all we have to do now is just a little fine tuning, son, and we'll be through. Okay? So that word fine tune, it says make small adjustments to something in order to achieve the best or desired performance. Let's read that again. Make small adjustments to something in order to achieve the best or a desired performance. So as we live this life, man, as we grow and mature in the spirit, and life is happening, while we're increasing in this knowledge, all right, we have to apply this knowledge that we learn and fine tune our situations to put ourselves in the best, position to be productive in the spirit and be productive to our household, man. So this is what there's a lot of practical aspects of the truth. Everything is spiritual first. Everything is in the spirit. But the spiritual things begin to play out in the practical. Okay? So we have to have a mindset, all right, that we can't get stuck in doing things one way. Okay? We can't get, complacent, with, the level we on. We can't get complacent. We can't get complacent with, our day-to-day. Like, no, we got to keep evolving in these things. Okay? You got to keep evolving, because if you don't evolve, you're going to be left behind. And it's hard to catch up. All right? It's best to change pace as life change pace, man, because trying to play catch. Yeah, we live in a society where, people or run good people to the ground. The people that's reliable, the people that's dependable, the people that care. We live in a society where people are taught to dog those people out, to run them to the ground, you know. But as we know, all right, what kind of society we live in, all right, we have to understand, we have to have a stopping point to where we pull back, all right, and pour into ourselves, man, and self-preserve, man, because we live in a society, especially as an Israelite man, where you're expected to do so much, with no appreciation, which we don't, it's to the point that it's beyond appreciation, and we do what need to be done because it's the right thing to do, okay? But the thing is, okay, people, use you as a tool, okay, use you up, but they're not putting anything into you. They're not pouring anything into you, man. They just take. This society that just take away from you and take away from you and take away from you, man. Okay? But as men, we gotta be the one to pump the brakes on things and know how to step back, say no. Okay? You don't have to say yes to everything. You can't be available for everybody at all times, man. Okay? Hey, people in this society, people are used to, because America has pampered the masses so much. They're used to just their convenience, man, and we can't, add to these people convenience all the time, man. As a man, you want to make things as convenient as possible for your woman, convenient as possible for children if you got children. You want to make things convenient as possible. A lot of us, our mothers depend on us, Yeah, so we in a situation, you might have both parents depend on you to a degree. And every situation different, But at the end of the day, all right, everyone is used to being so pampered in this society, that they'll just turn you into a tool, okay? Things that they can do for themselves, okay? They'll really just call you for the convenience, man, and you can't be that available because, see, if you don't break it up, Jake will never stop, We want to be, asset to the body as much as possible, man. But there's a line between being an asset, all right, and disabling someone, because you can help to the point to where now they're disabled from developing and learning how to help themselves, man. Okay, so there's a difference between being a servant and the do boy. Okay, we're here to serve, but we're not here to be do boys, all right? And we're on call for everybody. Nah, man, it don't work like that, man. Okay, so I want to get this here. This is Sirach 37:19. It said, "There is one that is wise and teacher many, and yet is unprofitable to himself." Because we can go into these precepts and put line upon line. We can go into the history, we can go into the facts and bring all these, these random facts out, put lessons together, like I say, throw precepts off the backboard, okay? But then once the cameras go off and it's time for us, to apply the wisdom that we teach, okay? You have certain instances where we can be unprofitable to ourselves, man. And one of the main ways that we can be unprofitable, man, is to be off balance, okay? Not to have balance, within this thing, man. All right, because balance is the number one thing that we're gonna have to always fine tune, okay? We always gonna have to make those adjustments, man. It's on the fly, Hey, sometimes it's day to day, sometimes it's week to week, month to month, year to year. But that balance, all right, we always gonna have to be recalibrated in the truth, man. So we don't want to, be an asset to everyone, but not an asset to ourselves, man. Like hey, sometimes people are gonna go without, man. People just gonna have to deal with us not being available. People just gotta deal with that on occasions, man. All right, when I was a supervisor, we used to go to a lot of these training classes, and I learned a lot. You know, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about managing people through these certain classes because they were some good classes. You know, there's a lot of BS around other things, but those classes used to be good classes. You know, we had young Jake, super smart. You know, and he would teach a lot of those classes, and he would tell me, he said, you know, you're really not becoming a leader until your team, all right, can execute without you being there. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me get that precept. You know, but when he said that, it kind of stuck with me. All right, this Sirach 10 and 10 and 2. This Sirach 10 and 2 says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Now, there's levels to that, because of course we use that to compare, you know, Esau, Edom, all right, well, to show how the way the condition is based off the rulers, all right, the conditions of the earth is based off the rulers of the earth, which is Esau, Edom, okay, and that's on the biggest scale. But on the smaller scale, okay, hey, the way we run our household as men, they reflect us. All right, the household, okay, pretty much is a reflection of the man that's running it or the lack thereof. Okay, the household is a reflection. The scripture says wisdom is known in her children. Okay, why? Because of what wisdom produces. Okay, wisdom is known by its results. All right, so as men, you know, the way that we run our household is a reflection of us, man. You know, and like Jake told me, like, look, you know, you really ain't start leading, okay, until, all right, your team can operate and execute without you being there. Okay, that's when you really start leading, because you're investing time into pouring into them, all right, to the point to where they can maneuver without you micromanaging, without you being there hands on, man. Because we don't want to be on call 24/7 for everybody, man. You know, the spirit got it where a lot of people do depend on us for a lot of things. Okay, but we can't be on 24/7 call for every single person, man. Okay, now there's emergencies that happen. You know, brothers get in the jam, family get in the jam. Of course, you know, that's where selflessness come in, and you get uncomfortable, man. Okay, but then there's a time when, you know, look, they gotta do for self. You know, because with me, one of my things was I like to be hand on, and I like to be in full control. You know, and one of the things I had to do was trust, all right, letting other people make decisions. You know, even if it fails. Okay, now you don't put the certain things in jeopardy. Okay, you know, that's, you know, gotta be understandable. But sometimes you gotta trust people, let them make decisions, even if it failed. Okay, now there's a lesson even when getting it back right. You know, but eventually, you know, when you start trusting people to make decisions, okay, they become confident, then they become capable. Okay, and that's how you really build a team. You know, so as we, you know, are pretty much the spirit, you know, has us in these leadership roles, you know, within our day-to-day. All right, as we're leading, we should have a mindset of not telling people what to do, but teaching people how to think so they'll know what to do. You know, my wife came to me yesterday, and she was telling me about how she had pretty much reduced some bills. You know, she was telling me what she did, how she did it. Okay, and you know, she didn't have to, you know, come to me and tell me exactly what she was doing. And then what she did with the bills is exactly what I would have did, man. You know, it's exactly what I would have did. All right. So, hey, as the household is a reflection of the man. Okay, whether he has, whether he's, you know, running and managing that household, or he's not. Okay, the woman being in charge shows you what type of man is in their household. You know, you see, like that, all those things speak about the man, the household, and the results of the household. The condition of the household speaks about the man. You know, and one thing about it, when you sacrifice and you pour into yourself, one thing about it, no one argues with results. Okay, whenever you're not around that much, and you're getting your finances right, you're getting your health right, you're getting you're getting in shape. You see, you might not be around as much, and people see you in passing, but see, no one argues with results. Whenever y'all step out on the town, and you able to kind of let your hair down, the finances straight, the bills straight, you got a little something put up. All right, they not gonna argue with them results, man. All right, they see you getting in shape, getting healthy. They see, you're becoming the best version of yourself. At first you'll see, a little frown, and then it's different for everybody. You might just have a demon, or it is what it is. But nobody argues with results, man. Even at work, like, it don't matter. Like, sometimes they have a certain way they want you to do things, but you do it your way, but it's productive and it's getting numbers up. Well, then they stop talking. Well, let him do it how he gonna do it. It's working. So that's another thing, man. Have a mindset. When we doing these things, we pouring into ourselves. We're doing it for the results, man. And everybody benefits off us pouring into ourselves, man. Okay? And one thing about it, this ministry, will make you fall in love with who you are, what you're becoming in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You start to fall in love in what you're becoming in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're not dependent on outside sources, for love. No, man. Like, all the love that I get is outside of the love that I've developed for myself in the truth, man, through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It's extra, man. It's beautiful. It's someone holding you down. Okay, but it's to the point now to where you begin to fall in love with what you're becoming. Then you keep reinvesting in that, man. Okay, you keep reinvesting into those things, man. Like I say, you gotta keep reinvesting into researching, man, studying, man. Keep getting this knowledge and this understanding, man. That's a major investment, man. Okay, that's a major investment. See, no one, I say, is gonna argue with the results, man, when they can come to you and ask you particular questions and you can simplify it for them, because you've been putting that work in. You see, oh, that's what he back there doing. Okay, I can ask him. He can. Okay, that's what he back there doing. That's what. All right, that's what he been at the gym. That's why he, that's why he with the brothers. That's why, he been out. He been working a little extra, but he been okay. The results, man, speak for themselves, man. So, I just want to put that out there, man. Just find. As men, we gotta find our balance, man. Find our balance in this thing and never neglect self, man. Because we live in a society where it's extremely cold-hearted, to Israelite men. So we, we have to have to prioritize, self-care, within our day-to-day, man. Okay? So Lord will you, brothers. All right, and you sisters was edified once again. Give all praise and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem HaKadosh, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.